Hi there. This is Tara. I am going to record a video to teach one-to-one correspondence. So we were working with Nolan before we left school on counting objects with one-to-one correspondence. So I know during our parent-teacher conference, I showed you that we had a tray with some Velcro and I had some blocks Velcroed on. I also had printed out a number line to assist Nolan, just a modification. It seemed to really help him. So I will be sending you a number line. What I did with the number line is I actually cut it just so that I can space out the objects a little bit more and they're not too close together. So this is something that he is definitely familiar with. It's something that we were using in school. I will send you the number line, or you can even make your own using, paper, marker, pen, and just write the numbers out and just make sure that they're underneath, each object. So it's just really to assist him in the counting of the objects. And like I said, it really was helping. So the first thing children learn is, to rote count, which I'm sure you know, which means that they're just able to say the numbers in order, almost like a song. And then a child, when they're rote counting, they, really aren't actually doing anything. They're not counting objects, or anything like that. They're really just saying the numbers. So this video is going to show you how basically to teach Nolan how to go from rote counting to counting objects with one-to-one correspondence. So you want to make sure that Nolan is touching, each object when he's counting. So we were up to number 6 when we left. So I would like you to continue to practice number 6 before you start, before I show you how to really randomize them. So I think for a few trials, I would like for him to really get used to counting the 6 objects again. And if you have a token board at home, you're welcome to use that. He really responds well to the token board and earning his 5 stars before he gets to earn whatever he's working for. So at school, usually we give him a choice between 2 different things that we know he really likes, whether it's toys or it could be food, an edible. So really give him those options of things that he can work for. So I would say to Nolan, I would have these set out in front of him and say, count the pom-poms, or, you would say count the blocks or count the Legos, whatever you're using at home. So you really can use, a number of different items. Make sure that the items aren't like really reinforcing for him that he would want to play with them. More just like items like pom-poms, anything from maybe like the art bin or, something like that. But the items should be the same. So they should all be pom-poms, or they should all be buttons, or they should all be blocks. So I'm going to say count the pom-poms, and then I want him to, of course, touch each object and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. So we would want him to count all 6. If he's able to count all 6, then make sure you reward that. I'm not going to do it right now just for time, but you now would clear the table. So you would take all of this off, and then you would put it, set it back up and say it again. Count. That's why I usually use the Velcro strip, because it makes it a lot easier to just kind of move everything off sometimes, especially when we get into randomizing, or just to take the Velcro off the table and then replace it. So you're not having to take each item, but whatever works for you, or whatever you have available, I should say. So again, count the pom-poms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now if he counts 1 twice, you want to get in there with a prompt and show him, and you can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And then ask him to do it again. So you jumped in there with a prompt, just being proactive, to kind of stop him before he got to the end, which is great. And then you want to ask him to do it, independently, and see if he can do it with, don't provide any more prompts yet. And say, count the pom-poms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. You get a star. Nice counting. So that's really how you would respond, when he counts the correct ones. So I would definitely do the number 6 for a few trials. Make sure that he's really getting that down and he's doing that independent before you move on. Because what would be next is randomizing them. So, this is where I would maybe take these away, obviously clear the whole table, and then put them out again. And you would say, count the pom-poms. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Very nice counting. Give him a star, or if you're doing like even immediate reinforcement, give him a pretzel or an edible, something like that. Okay, and then you can, put one back, count the pom-poms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Nice counting. Okay, or you can then go back to 6. And you want to make sure that he is able to distinguish between 3 pom-poms, 4 pom-poms, 1 pom-pom, and be able to go back and count the 6 pom-poms. Count the pom-poms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. Nice counting. When you feel that he is being very successful with all of these numbers and he's able to count the 6, then you can move on to 7 and so on. But for now, I think the main focus is number 6. And please, feel free to reach out and keep me updated and let me know how he is doing. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I hope this made sense. I hope it was clear. Again, if it's not and you have questions, please reach out. All right. I hope you are all doing well. Say hi to Nolan for me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.